Crowler and Bonapart versus Pegasus. Now, before this video starts off, I want to give a whole lot of the credit, like 95% of the credit, to the amazing channel at TGS Anime. He does these really amazing duel analysis videos based off very popular and good Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels, like Yugi versus Atem, Yugi versus Kaiba, and a lot of other duels. This video is not to copy off of TGS Anime, merely expand his exposure and show other people what his dual analysis videos are about. And again, 90% of the credit over to him. I am merely going to show you all what a regular TGS Anime video dual analysis would typically be like. Now please, after this video, I want you all watching to go over to TGS Anime's channel and watch some of his amazing dual analysis videos. Let's jump into the duel. The featured duel is Maximilian Pegasus versus Bonapart versus Vanillion Crowler. Now in this duel, Crowler and Bonapart have gotten, quote, fired. However, Chancellor Shepard has just been having a bad day. So thinking that they were fired, Bonapart and Crowler find Pegasus roaming on the street, go into one of his meetings, and beg him for a position at Industrial Illusions. Pegasus claims that if they beat him, whoever does better, aka has the most life points at the end of the duel, will get a higher position at his company. This is technically a triangle duel, but Pegasus claimed that if they beat him, that they would get the job. So in today's duel, we're going to see if it was possible for Bonapart and Crowler to take down Pegasus if they just work together. Anyways, Bonapart begins and he draws Toy Soldier and subsequently normal summons it with 800 attack. During the triangle duel, Hasselberry says, it's either Hasselberry or Chaz, I think it's Hasselberry, but he says that in the triangle duel, neither player can attack on their first turn. It's Crowler's turn, and he draws and normal summons Ancient Gear Soldier with 1300 attack. It's Pegasus' turn, and he draws and summons Toon Alligator, this time in defense mode, with 1600 defense. He also sets Toon Briefcase face down and ends his turn. It's Bonaparte's turn, and he draws. During the standby phase, the affected Toy Soldier activates, allowing Bonaparte to special summon 2 more copies of Toy Soldier, both with 800 attack each. Bonaparte then activates Forced March to have the attack of his Toy Soldiers down to 400, and allow them to attack directly this turn. The 2 Toy Soldiers attack Pegasus directly. Pegasus goes down to 3600, then to 3200. Bonaparte that remembers Pegasus telling him that whoever had the higher life points at the end of the duel will be offered a higher position at Industrial Illusions. Deciding to get ahead of the competition, Bonaparte uses his last Toy Soldier to attack Crowler directly. Did y'all see that email? Remember, after this video, please go and check out TGS Anime's amazing Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. Thank you. Anyways, the last Toy Soldier attacks Crowler directly, and Crowler goes down to 3600. If Bonaparte were to attack Pegasus and try to take him down and actually get the job, which, spoilers, he doesn't end up getting because they weren't actually fired, Pegasus would have currently had 2800 life points. Anyways, keep all that in mind. During Bonaparte's end phase, the effect of Forced March expires and both the Toy Soldiers go up to 800 attack. It's Vanillion Crowler's turn, and he draws and summons another Ancient Gear Soldier with 1300 attack. He then activates Ancient Gear Explosive targeting an Ancient Gear soldier and inflicting damage to Pegasus equal to half the attack of Ancient Gear soldier. Pegasus goes down to 2550. However, he would have had 2150 if Bonaparte did that thing earlier. As payback for attacking him directly, Crowler uses his 2 Ancient Gear soldiers to attack Bonaparte's 2 toy soldiers, and Bonaparte takes 1,000 points of damage in total and goes down to 3,000. Crowler ends his turn here. Pegasus then draws Shadow Tune. He activates Toon Kingdom by removing the top 5 cards of his deck from play. Now, while Toon Kingdom is on the field, it is treated as Toon World. Also, if a Toon monster would be destroyed by battle, Pegasus can remove the top card of his deck in play in order to prevent that monster's destruction. So he tributes his Toon Alligator in order to special summon Toon Dark Magician Girl with 2,000 attack. Toon Dark Magician Girl attacks directly thanks to its effect, while Toon World is on the field, and Crowler goes down to 1,600. Pegasus then activates a face-down Shadow Tune to target one of Crowler's Ancient Gear soldiers and inflict damage to Bonaparte equal to the attack of Crowler's Ancient Gear soldier. So Bonaparte then takes 1,300 damage and goes down to 1,700. Pegasus then ends his turn. It's back to Bonaparte, and he draws Crowning of the Emperor. He activates it to tribute Toy Soldier and special summon Toy Emperor with 2,300 attack. Toy Emperor then attacks Toon Dark Magician Girl, but Pegasus uses the second effect of Toon Kingdom to remove the top card of his deck from play, Gorgon's Eye, and prevent Toon Dark Magician Girl's destruction. Anyways, Pegasus then takes 300 damage and goes down to 2,250. Bonaparte sets a card and ends his turn. Crowler draws. He tributes the 2 Ancient Gear soldiers in order to tribute summon Ancient Gear Golem. Pegasus then activates the face-down Toon Briefcase to return Ancient Gear Golem to Crowler's deck, but Bonaparte activates his face-down Malfunction to negate Toon Briefcase and return it to its original position by paying 500 life points. And Crowler's like, "You sacrificed your life points for me?" This is where Crowler and Bonaparte decide to team up and defeat Pegasus so they can at least get the job. Bonaparte goes down to 1,200. Crowler then activates Ancient Gear Fist and equips it to Ancient Gear Golem. Ancient Gear Golem then attacks Toon Dark Magician Girl. But Toon Dark Magician Girl isn't destroyed by Pegasus sending the top card of his deck to the graveyard. Pegasus still, however, takes 1,000 points of damage and goes down to 1,250. I believe he would have been down to 850 right about now. The effect of Ancient Gear Fist activates, destroying Toon Dark Magician Girl. It's Pegasus' turn, and he draws Cosmic Hand. He activates it to equip it to Ancient Gear Golem and switch control of Ancient Gear Golem to Pegasus. Due to the second effect of Cosmic Hand, Ancient Gear Golem is treated as a Toon monster, and it gains all the effects of the Toon monster would normally have. Pegasus then activates Doppelganger to take Crowler's Ancient Gear Explosive from his graveyard and add it to his hand by removing the top 5 cards of his deck from play. Pegasus then activates Ancient Gear Explosive by targeting Ancient Gear Golem. He then selects to inflict damage to Bonaparte equal to its attack points. Bonaparte loses the duel. Ancient Gear Golem then attacks Crowler directly, and Crowler loses the duel. So, looking at all this, let's see here. Bonaparte would have put Pegasus down to 2,800. Instead, he did 400 damage to Crowler. Crowler wouldn't have been able to destroy the 1,600 defense Toon Alligator with his Ancient Gear soldiers. Pegasus would have been down to 2,150. Pegasus's turn. Boom, boom, bam. Bonaparte's turn. Pegasus would have been down to 1850. Then on Crowler's turn, Crowler would deal 1,000 damage to Pegasus, putting him down to 850. However, with 850, Pegasus would have still beaten them. So, it actually proves there was no way for Pegasus to be beaten by Crowler and Bonaparte. So, they probably wouldn't have gotten those positions anyways. Thanks for joining this video, guys. Please leave a like. If you want to see me play more Switch games, Wii games, I've got Mario games, I've got Pokemon games, I even got the great Rhythm Heaven Fever. I've got tons of other games to play. Leave a like and maybe comment down on one of my videos what game you would like to see me play, and I'll see if it's possible. Also, huge shout out to TGS Anime for inspiring this video. Please go check his awesome duel analysis videos out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.